The purpose of this presentation is to provide you information your insurance, tax, or financial advisor feels may be in your best interest. Life insurance that pays while you're still living. First, quick basics on life insurance. Term life insurance is the least expensive form of life insurance. It provides tax-free dollars to your beneficiary in a lump sum or an income stream when you die. The policy will remain in force as long as you pay premiums during the term period, usually 10 to 30 years. The most important thing is to determine the proper amount and time frame. If you need $500,000 worth of term insurance, get $500,000. You need $1 million, get $1 million. Permanent insurance comes most commonly in two types, whole life insurance or universal life insurance. Universal life is more expensive than term. Whole life is more expensive than universal life. Like in term, proceeds are paid to your beneficiaries tax-free in a lump sum or an income stream. Permanent is designed to remain with you your entire life. Part of your premium can build cash value, and the cash value can be used for many purposes. Here's where you can receive cash from your life insurance policy while you're still alive. Riders can enhance your policy. A terminal illness rider allows access to the death benefit tax-free if you have a terminal illness resulting in your possible passing in 6 to 24 months. A critical illness rider is relatively new and provides access to cash for qualifying illnesses. And a chronic illness rider, also known as a long-term care rider, allows for access to the death benefit for long-term care and other needs. Access to the death benefit without dying. Cash when you really need it. Let's take a quick look at each of these riders. The terminal illness rider provides access to the face value of the policy should you be deemed with an illness or injury that is expected to cause your death within the next 6 to 24 months. The illness could be verified by your doctor. Usually it's a free rider, but some companies could charge an administrative charge. Access to the death benefit depends upon the carrier, anywhere from 50 to 90% of the face value. If you do receive benefits using the terminal illness rider, they are tax-free, and any remaining death benefit is paid to your beneficiary tax-free. This is a pretty common rider available both on term and permanent insurance. Here's an example of how the terminal illness rider works. Ann was a 41-year-old mother and wife diagnosed with brain cancer. She had a $500,000 term life insurance policy. The carrier advanced $250,000 of the death benefit tax-free to help with bills, travel, last months with the family before she passed. Her husband received the remaining $250,000 when she did pass. The critical illness rider provides for an advance of the death benefit if the insured experiences a qualifying critical illness. 8 to 16 different illnesses are covered depending upon the insurance company, including heart attacks, strokes, invasive cancer, AIDS, major organ transplant, paralysis, and other critical illnesses. Some carriers offer the rider free, others a small charge or administrative fee. Again, these are tax-free dollars. This is a relatively new rider, and only a few carriers offer this critical illness rider on term insurance, with only a handful more on permanent insurance such as whole life or universal life. Let's take a quick look how the critical illness rider works. Jim awakes with a massive heart attack and spends several days in the intensive care unit before he can go home and recover. Due to his job and stress, he is unable to return to work for 2 to 3 months. His disability income insurance policy had a 90-day elimination period, so it was questionable if it would pay a claim before he recovered. Jim takes a lump sum from his death benefit to help him through the financial strain without having to drain his savings and retirement accounts. The chronic illness rider is also known as a long-term care rider. It provides access to the death benefit of the policy if the insured is unable to perform 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living or is cognitively impaired. And it includes all types of care, home health care, assisted living, or nursing home care. If the insured qualifies, he or she will tap into the face value of the policy in 1 to 4% increments over a 24 to 100 month period of time. It's mostly available on permanent life insurance, with only a few carriers offering the rider on term insurance. If there is a claim on the chronic or long-term care rider, again, the benefits are tax-free. And unlike many traditional long-term care insurance policies, family and informal care can be allowed. Sometimes the rider is free, sometimes there is an administrative charge. Here's an example to the cost of the rider. Assume a $300,000 universal life policy issued to someone in Standard Health. For a male age 58, the premium is about $5,300 a year without the rider and $5,600 a year with the rider, only about a $300 difference. For a female age 65, the premium is $6,225 without the rider and about $6,600 a year with the rider. The chronic or long-term care rider is not only just for the elderly. Here's an example. Brian was a 36-year-old father who crashed his snowmobile in northern Wisconsin when he hit a hidden tree stump. Even though he was wearing a helmet, he suffered brain damage and now needed care. At 36, he never considered a long-term care policy. His work only provided a short-term disability plan. Because he cannot perform at least 2 of the activities of daily living, he was able to make a successful chronic illness claim and receive a lump sum which was put into a trust and provides financial assistance along with social services. Here's an example of how a policy with living benefits can provide money when it's really needed. Assume the insured is a 32-year-old male with a $250,000 policy and a premium of $105 a month. If at the age of 55 he is diagnosed with a critical illness, such as a heart attack, the amount of the cash available is determined by the severity of the illness. In this case, up to $199,000 is available. If at age 75 he finds he needs long-term care services, up to $200,000 is available. Again, the amounts available can be accessed in a lump sum or monthly installments, tax-free. So what should you do? First, get the proper amount of insurance for your needs. Does the term policy have living benefit riders? Consider obtaining at minimum a $100,000 permanent policy with the living benefits that can provide dollars in case you have a terminal illness, a critical illness, or a chronic long-term care illness. Talk to the insurance or financial advisor who sent you this presentation to customize the plan best suited for you. Thanks for your time.